A week ago, I sat in a circle with 15 other men, all of us intent on being better men, doing the work that it takes to do that. I was impressed by the courage as men spoke their truths. We did an exercise where each man was asked to share his feelings. When it came around to be my turn, I said, I'm outraged by the injustice of what's been happening in Minneapolis, the slaughter of Renee Good and Alex Preddy, who did nothing wrong. This outrage was difficult for me to feel. I don't express my outrage outwardly. I've kept it inwardly my whole life because of the injustice I suffered as a child. I had a mother who was a petty tyrant. There was no place that was safe for me, not in my room, not even in my bathroom. She went from emotionally unavailable to emotionally abusive and even physically abusive. I'm certain that that injustice I suffered, I had to endure, triggers my reaction to injustice today. Growing up in the 50s and 60s, watching TV, first in black and white, a favorite was Superman. You can see me wearing a Superman pin. Why? Because Superman stood for the fight for truth and justice in the American way. And that was said every week, and that became a standard that we could live by. Truth and justice in the American way. And the American way, we learned in school, was defined in the Declaration of Independence by Thomas Jefferson to mean that we have an inalienable right. Inalienable means can't be taken away, can't be given away, to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And when I say we, I mean all people, not just men, not just white men, but men, women, children, of all racial backgrounds, of all religious backgrounds, with all sexual orientation, not just citizens, but visitors, whether legal or illegal, and not just in the United States of America, but all of America. That's what Bad Bunny had to say at the Super Bowl. We are all Americans. Even those Venezuelans trafficking drugs, once they were mobilized and defenseless, they had a right to their lives, to not be slaughtered too. What strikes me as missing in me and missing in others, is compassion. I grew up as a wounded, bruised child. As an adult, I was a wounded, broken child, acting like an adult, just like my mom had been a broken child trying to raise me. And I see in these acts of injustice other broken children not knowing how to serve, not knowing how to protect, not having the compassion because it had been denied them. I'm appalled by the lack of leadership, the lack of training, the lack of proper motivation throughout the chain of command of ICE. They show up in combat gear for normal enforcement. That's not American. That's intimidation. That's what my parents' generation fought against in Germany and in Japan. So what does it mean to be an American? This is about patriotism, not politics. It means having compassion. It means not just feeling regret when caught doing something bad because it makes me look bad, which we all too often are hearing today, but rather having remorse for the hurts inflicted on others. So what I'm saying today is stand up, fight for truth and justice and the American way. Let's all not just be good men, not just be great guys, but be super Americans, but be super patriots.